What's going on, ladies and gents? Your boy Gamma back with the lovely
Juju.
Pop the balloon.
Pop.
Or
Find love.
Yes, sir, ladies and gents, men, get on in here, boys and girls. Time to have some fun. It's time to have some fun.
It is.
Juju.
It's about that time.
Pop the balloon or find love. Is it going to happen? We shouldn't even be asking that. It's like 3 for 3, right?
Actually, you're right.
It has been happening.
You're right.
Love Mountain Edition. Yo, they on a roll. They on a roll.
It's hot.
3 for 3. All the women coming out here, they leaving
bagging
with someone.
them up.
Somebody, yeah. So let's see if this is going to keep happening. Go ahead and like the video. Helps out a lot. We definitely appreciate it. Let's get to it.
Hello.
Hello, gentlemen. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Oh.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, let's start with you giving them your name, your age, and your occupation.
All right. Hello, my name is Tamara. I am 40 and I work in banking.
Okay, Tamara, and what are some green flags in dating you?
Green flags, I am selfless, I'm funny, and I'm outgoing.
Okay, I can tell. And what is a fun fact about you?
Fun fact, I am very creative. I like to make new clothes, so we can be more stylish, go out, and I'm real poised. I like to be in a room with anybody. So whatever status you are, I'm there.
Okay. And what is your love path?
I am an architect,
Wow.
so I like structure. I like for us to know where we're going. I like for us to plan stuff. I like for us to talk about stuff and then create it and move forward.
Okay.
All right. And once again, shout outs to Deshae and her husband.
Yes.
That love path, by the way, that they're speaking about, it seems like it's something newer that, Deshae and her husband put together. It's a separate website. It basically just a quick evaluation of what kind of direction they would like to go when it comes to love.
To love, yeah.
Right. And she kind of admitted it. She's more structured.
Yeah.
So I love what they're doing, man. You got to learn a little bit
that.
of thing or two about psychology to really find love.
Yeah.
With that said, though, we all have our first impressions.
Yeah.
It's time for ours. So let's get it. First impressions. Oh, yes. In case you're new here, this is what we do here. 15 seconds or less, we give our initial take on the featured dating guest. I got to throw it your way, Juju.
Okay.
What is happening with this lady? 15 seconds. What's your initial take? Let's get it.
So, first impression, she comes off pretty... a little reserved, but as she said, poised. I could see that. That's
It's
pretty
tough.
much it.
It is
Yeah,
tough, right?
I think maybe she's a little reserved or pulled back because of the nerves, but she seems good. So far, so good.
So far, so good. No red flags, though, right?
No.
All right, man. 15 seconds or less. Look, my initial take, very similar to yours. Yeah, she seems a little, reserved. She's not fully comfortable yet. Maybe she just came out, so we get it. But aside from that, she's a decent looking woman, not asking for much.
No.
I would say the attire could be a little questionable because these guys are like, they're off and on with that.
They are.
Yeah, some of them acting like they just would take any woman. You just come out there slightly covered, they going home with you.
Yeah.
And then the others were like, why are you wearing that? So that's the only thing that may be a red flag. Outside of that, let us know your comments, initial take on this woman. Let's get it.
All right, well, you have no pop balloons.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Okay.
You have one. Let's go find out about the
All
Gemini
right,
pop.
let's go.
Okay. Can you give us your name, your age, and your occupation?
Yeah, my name is Q. I'm 32. I do security.
Hello.
And Q, why did you pop?
I just don't feel no initial attraction. That's what it is. You look
That's
good.
fine.
It's just not drawn to you. That's it.
That's fine.
No, is Q your type?
Q's very cute. He's not my type, but he's very cute, though.
Thank
Okay.
Yeah.
Call it
Okay.
grown man cute, yeah.
You can ask them a question.
All right. My question is, say we were in a healthy relationship and we were out and about and the one that got away came in the room.
Oh.
Are are you, and she decides she wants to talk to you and give you a second chance, are you going to go towards her, or are you going to stay in a healthy relationship with me?
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
This is the moment.
This is where it all goes downhill.
This is the moment.
Yeah, a lot of these setups. First and foremost, that is not the type of question that a guy would ever ask. That is such a feminine setup, like fantasy romance novel situation. Well, no guy would ever dare think of this. The one that got away comes in when we're having a picnic. What?
Yeah,
that was such a setup
she
question.
Reads a lot, yeah.
She reads a lot of fantasy novels.
Romance.
She needs to put them down. Who you out to do it this? Put the novels down is not good, y'all. Let's see where it's going. Let's see where it's going.
Okay. Let's start with your name, your age, and your occupation.
My name is Steve Reese. I'm 42. I'm an insurance adjuster and a part-time actor as well. I'm gonna stay with you. I know it's healthy.
Okay.
I know that that's toxic sitting there already. That's why it didn't work out in the first place.
Okay.
Be a damn fool to go try it again.
Okay. I mean, some people do.
Your name, your age, and your occupation.
Marvin Lewis, 39, special education teacher. We don't spin the block. We don't spin the block over here. So she had her chance. You know what I'm saying? And that's it.
Okay. Your name, your age, and your occupation.
Galvez, 47, truck driver. I'm staying with the healthy. Staying with the healthy.
Okay.
Okay. Your name, your age, and your occupation.
Steph, 28, chef. Nah, I'm not. It's about respect. Nah, if I'm dealing with a new person, bro, and I'm happy here, ain't no. First of all, we ain't even been talking, baby. So how I'm gonna talk back to you?
I got you.
Yeah.
Good thing.
Okay. And I'm allow the gentleman to ask you a question.
Okay, let's go.
What do you really look for in your partner?
I really look for, I guess, partnership, where me and him can come together. We can understand one another. I would say that, because you would have to understand who you're with, understand their flaws, their goods, their bads, and sometimes you just have to roll with the bad and figure things out. So,
All right, that's a good one.
What happened? She started off a little questionable.
Yeah.
She started giving some kind of detail and then ended questionable again. What do you look for? How did that feel? It felt like a to be continued or something. Sometimes you roll with the good. Sometimes, what do you look? And then she started off by like, you know what? What I look for in a partnership. What I look for in a friendship. What in the world?
Maybe
the cheat code is crazy.
Maybe
these
she's
days.
just not that interested.
It
That's
could
what
be
I'm
that.
taking.
Yeah, she didn't want to elaborate for him.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna let it rock then.
yeah.
Your question.
Look for in a companion.
Companionship.
Companionship.
The goods, the bads.
What do you look for in a relationship? That's when you jammed up. Relationship. All right, man.
All right, that's a good one.
Your question.
When you think about yourself in your last relationship or your prior relationships, what is something about yourself when you self-reflect? Like you seen a pattern with yourself that you need to work on. Something that you need to work on personally.
Very good.
That you know that contributed to like some type of downfall in your relationships.
Ooh.
So with my last relationship, I knew that I had to work on not wanting to know what they want to do all the time, more so than get back into myself. So me and my last relationship, we were more so into each other a whole lot. And I had to learn how to separate that and be a individual sometimes and go do my thing in the world and then come back. Sometimes, go out, do my job, do what I need to do, come back. But a lot of times, a lot of us get lost in that world to where we want to be attached to our partner, all day, every day. And I had to learn how to disattach.
So you turn your part, you start idolizing your partner. You turn your partner into your God. You start
did a little
becoming
bit.
possessive. You put your partner before God.
Possessive, not
Okay.
possessive,
Just
'cause I'm a Sagittarius. We don't
Okay.
possess nobody.
All right.
I just like for us to have an understanding of who belongs to who. Yeah.
So you like to feel safe, basically.
I do like to
got
feel
you.
safe.
It's safety.
Yes.
It's a safety thing.
It is.
I got
Yes.
you.
Yeah. Like, look, I'm glad she expanded on that because I think this is a problem that a lot of people struggle with. You especially when it comes to marriage, right? You're supposed to become one. Doesn't mean you're supposed to lose your identity of who you are. That oneness is rooted in love, loyalty, compassion. Doesn't have anything to do with stripping away your identity or your uniqueness.
Right.
And I think that's what happens when people look at they look at it the wrong way. They don't even know what to think, what to feel. They think they need permission, or I'm putting others before me, and that's not how it works. You always hear a resentful ending when they do it that way.
Yeah.
When somebody's doing it correctly, love builds. If you ain't growing, if you're not building, it's not love. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
We ain't got to debate and argue it. If you're getting worse and worse every year with someone, love ain't there, dog. It ain't there. Love genuinely builds. So I think, I'm happy the way she, elaborated. But I just wanted to put that out there. Like, becoming one or becoming really close to someone does not mean you lose who you are.
Yeah.
In fact, if you are doing it the right way, you become more of who you are.
Yes.
Love builds. If you're a musician and you dating the artist, you guys are going to be stronger in every regard, more creative, blossom even more. So I just had to put that out there.
I wonder, because the first person that came to my mind is Tia Mowry, the one who got
the sister girl,
twin.
Yeah.
And
the one without the mole. That's how we tell them apart, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that got divorced.
And I just remember her saying something similar to what she said, where it's like, oh, I need to love myself. I need to, and it's almost like, good gosh, what have you been through or experienced because like you said, when you know love, right? Love is healthy, right? When you really learn what love is, that love is healthy.
Right.
So you're right. If there are certain ways about you or your significant other, you work through that together, right? But it's to come out a better you, right? So it doesn't mean that you change. I don't think you want to be with a person that you have to do a complete 180 with, right? People got some work to do, right? But if they're just
yeah,
you know what I mean, where it's polar opposites, then that's not a good starting point. Because it's going to be so one-sided. And I'm not saying that there aren't people who went through that with a person that really, really needed help. But a lot of times when a person is in that need of help, they're going through therapy, they have a support, you know what I mean? They're focusing on themselves before even entering in a relationship. That's the point I'm making. So if you're in a place to date and you're coming into that relationship with that person, and you have certain ways about you, you change, you grow together, right? And you just become the best version of you. And it's love. That's the foundation.
Love really builds,
so you flourish.
man.
You really do flourish together.
Right.
But it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of sad. When I hear women who are like, oh, I need, you know what I'm talking about, right?
It's I'm gonna even summarize it, right?
Yeah.
Just to co-sign what you're saying, because it is true.
Yeah.
It's simple, at least the way I see it. Whenever I hear people say I lost myself in this relationship, I gave my all, I'm never doing that again. Blah. All it is, you were with someone who was not reciprocal. That's it. They were. You only will find yourself exhausted like that when you're dealing with someone who either cannot or will not reciprocate some form of love. So you will feel spent. I'm exhausted, literally. So, because look, I'm gonna say like this: if you sacrifice, because we all probably have been through phases in our lives when we had to give a lot more than what we probably got in return, right?
Absolutely.
It could be a job, it could be a friendship, it could be a part. We all experience that.
Right.
But if you do it for something or someone that's worth it, you really don't feel regret. You know what I mean?
Or spent.
Right. Because we know there are times when it may call for you to just give yourself to someone who really can't reciprocate. It could be somebody's in a handicapped situation. Somebody's in a position where you just know they ain't going to be able to give you what you're giving them. But if it's a genuinely appreciative person, a grateful person, someone who at least can reciprocate you're never gonna feel that exhausted. So that's how I take it. When people say, "Yo, I'm done doing this," I'm done.
Yeah.
You were dealing with someone who did not have compassion, or at least didn't show it to you.
So with her, she must have dealt with something similar like that.
Absolutely. That's the only reason you feel like that. If
I need to make sure like I have me time. Like, look, self-care, absolutely, right? Like whether it's like you go out, you get your nails done, you go to a spa, salon, whatever, right? But that's normal. But with her, like the way she's coming off is as though like I need to have like a separate life or like a separate.
She's trying to find that balance, and it comes from the lack of that. Like what I just said, you either compassionate or narcissist. Why would you be so self-sacrificing to a narcissistic individual? They are willing to take everything you're giving them. They're never going to give anything back. And Lord help you if you make mistakes, because that's all they remember. Come on, man.
And one last thing, if, for example, like if you're into like sports or running or whatever, and your significant other isn't, that person who truly does love you, who knows what love is, they're going to support you. Like they're gonna go to your 5K runs. They're gonna, practice here and there. And then again, right on the flip side, if the other person is into art or whatever, like you show up, you were supportive.
Right.
That's still spending time together. But do you see how you could be your own individual self, but still with that person?
It's a lot. It's a lot of nuance to it.
You're experiencing love together while doing your own thing.
You're describing how it builds. Yeah, see, that's what love does. It does all of that, man. So listen, I know we gave a super long interlude. I think we gonna let this rock to the final thoughts. Okay. So don't be alarmed. We needed to get this off though. Yeah. But we gonna let this play out to the end. So here we go.
Okay. Your question.
I guess with the 5 guys, we'll cut it short. With the 5 guys up here, who are you mainly attracted to?
Cut it short.
Attracted to?
He ain't got no time.
That's what she's trying to figure out.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Physical, because I don't go off
you
of
physical.
physical.
Know if she's attracted to you?
No, I mean, we got 5 guys up here. We could just, just cutting it short. That's all.
All y'all are good.
We're fine. This is her part.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking. Who you got to be attracted to somebody up here, physically.
Physically?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
He must have heard us talking. He tried to get straight to the point.
I mean, what if it's more than one person type?
It's just a
type of situation. I'm attracted to some people up here. I would say that. You said the most?
I said the most. I just asked you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm attracted to a few people up here.
He's 57, right?
No.
Yeah, he has
47.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, man.
Yeah, y'all look nice. Y'all some handsome gentlemen, so.
Your question.
When in a relationship with a man, do you feel like you have to even bring out masculinity into y'all relationship?
Repeat that. I'm so sorry.
When dealing with a man or in a relationship with a man, do you feel like you have to bring any type of masculinity into your relationship?
No, I like to be feminine. I like to sit back and let you do the masculine.
And I love you for that. Oh, God. That's what's wrong with these girls, bro. They want to be the man and a woman.
Look,
you bleed every month, baby.
The point of our sexes is for you to do your thing and me to do mine. And I don't want to overstep my boundaries, so I'm going to say that.
You're going to say it.
Look, he's a hot mess.
He's pregnant with it.
Okay. Okay. Here's the hard part.
Oh gosh.
You're gonna have to pop 2 balloons.
This Shay ain't having none of it, yo.
Yes.
Oh man. Okay.
2.
2.
It might be the first 2, right?
Okay. I'm a little scared. I'm a little nervous. Why do I get nervous?
Oh.
I kind of expected that.
Okay.
I expected that.
Oh. She might, she really looking for love. She might be really looking.
Why did you pop this gentleman's balloon?
I popped it mainly because you're in trucking, and I know a lot of truck drivers. No. I'm not saying that you are them, but I know that world, and I just don't want to affiliate myself with truck, local or not, you know.
Okay, and why'd you pop his balloon?
Lot lizards, man.
I just look like a baby.
He you know why? Because you look like a YN.
Hey, but
Instead
when
of
you
a
but when you
more
got
mature man.
but when you got up here, you said you're not gonna judge a book by its cover.
I don't.
So please make it make sense, baby.
I don't, and I listen to you.
I'm 28 years old. I hope every woman hear this in here. So don't act like I'm a YN. I'm ON. I'm all, you know, my soul is 55. Telling you, we can put some King George on right now.
Okay,
Talk about.
I heard that.
For sure, though. I respect it though. For sure.
Yeah. You still look good as
Appreciate it.
forever. Yeah.
Okay. And you may ask these two gentlemen a question.
All right. Okay. My next question is, what type of setting do you like to go out in? What type of environment do you like to be in when you taking your woman out on a date?
I like something kind of quaint that we can actually interact with each other. There's not wall to wall people, everybody all over the place. I like, something kind of secluded where we can actually bond and come together.
All right. Nice.
Your question?
What particular place? I think for me, it doesn't matter the place. It's whatever she want to go. For me, as long as I'm with the person I want to be with, we can be at McDonald's. Because we can be in Dubai, but if I don't like the person, it don't matter that we in Dubai.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever she want, it's her preference.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna let them ask you a question.
I have a question.
Uh-oh.
Who goes to McDonald's?
Yo.
Who sits down? Who goes into that establishment, place an order, and sit down and eat?
I gotta let us know.
I want to know.
On a date too, or even like going in and sit and eat on purpose.
On purpose.
You're not at work. See, if you're at work, that's different. It might just be in the work building.
Yeah,
we get it.
okay, I'll give
but
you that.
You take a shower. And you put on clothing. And you get your key with the purpose of Mickey D's. We want to know if that's a real thing.
And I'm talking about anyone who is above the age of
10? 18, right? You go to McDonald's. We want to help you. That's why. That's so.
I just want to know. I just want to know.
Let's finish this out. It's about to be over, man.
It's a 10.
The Mickey D's.
Do you have kids?
I don't have kids. I have a nephew that I take care of, but I don't have any kids myself.
Oh, all right. Are you trying to have kids?
I am.
Oh,
Whoa.
okay.
You're not trying to have kids?
Yeah, I got one graduating high school, my only one. I can't have a 19-year-old and a 1-year-old.
Okay, that's fine.
Come on, Marvin.
All right, baby.
All right, Marvin.
Okay.
By
Do
default.
you have any questions?
Yeah, does size matter?
No, as long as you know how to move it.
Huh?
As long as you know how to move it around. No, size don't matter.
If you don't, let's say it again.
As long as you know how to,
move
work
around?
it. As long as you know how to work it.
I'm just making sure.
Size don't matter.
What is going on right
I
now?
know that you had his mic on the phone.
A real question.
Oh, you want to?
A real question.
That ain't a real question.
No.
No, that is a real question. The size of money, that don't matter to you, like for real. Like it don't matter at all. That's a real conversation, like for real.
Oh,
The
he's
size of money or
No, it's the
or
size of lot
other
stuff.
things.
The size of a house, the size of other things, the size of money. Like, does it
but
really
we
matter?
weren't talking about that. We were talking specifically about
How you know that? I just
Something.
said does size matter for real.
Because usually
Well,
when that question
playing
is
around.
mainly when men ask that, it's a sexual question. So what is your answer?
I just left it open. But you answer one of them. What about the
Okay.
size of the house?
Size of the house, yes.
What
I like
size,
to be comfortable.
What size house do you want?
At least a 3-4 bedroom.
3-4 bedroom. Is the man supposed to fund all that?
I can help him out.
All right. What about size of the bank account?
Bank account.
Minimum.
I don't know people's bank accounts, so I won't know.
Yeah,
I
that's
know
a
mine.
very.
I know what
I know,
I can
but-
bring to the table.
Quick question. What type of lifestyle you trying to live?
Comfortable.
What is comfortable look? If you know what you make, but what does your partner need to make in order for you to live comfortable?
Why
That's
is
a
he
real
doing
question.
this?
Yeah.
At least what I make or more.
Nope. I ain't trying to get in your pockets.
I work
But
in
give me a number.
banking.
Give me a number. At least above.
Above 40.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
you
He
good?
said he makes 70.
I'm just
I think.
making
Yeah.
sure I can meet her needs. No, I want to meet your needs. That's a
I
real
understand
thing.
that. I understand
You feel
that.
me? I don't
Yeah.
want you looking at me like you thinking about Jerome, how he used to do it. I'm trying.
No.
Okay.
I don't look in the past.
You don't look.
I
Are
don't
you sure
never
about
look in the
that?
past. I'm positive. When I block you, it's a wrap. You don't exist anymore.
I might not do it like Jerome. I might do it like Tyrone. I'm for you, baby. Look, I love you.
I'm 42, so we're good.
Okay, well. You have any more questions?
You have any kids?
I got 2 sons, 13 and 4.
You want any more?
I want a lot of kids if I can afford it.
Okay.
How do y'all feel about each other?
I'm really liking his stance.
I'm on a diet, but I like chocolate.
Hey, I take that.
You feel me? I got a couple cabinets. I can use a couple more.
Okay, you're going to have to take that game over there. Is this a match?
Yeah, it's a match.
Okay, we have a match.
What in the world?
Good gosh, ladies and gents. All right, they got a match. We got to make sure they walk out, though, right? There they go. All right.
Wait,
They made it, y'all. They made it. We see, and we behaved, too. We behaved. We got to this point. We're going to give us short final thoughts, but drop your comments below. Let us know what you thought about the show. And if you do subscribe, hit the all notification bell. You won't miss a video like this. Like the video. Helps out a lot. We definitely appreciate it. But now it's time for the final thoughts. Yeah, they walking out together.
They are. In hand, hand in hand.
Yo, this is 4 for 4.
4 for 4.
Everybody's finding love, right?
Yeah.
But we always have a question right at the end.
I know. And
it's usually one person that does it.
For me?
Green Shirt did it all day, but look, just throw it your way. Overall, let's just do that. How you feeling about, the final results?
No, I mean, I just don't know if the green shirt guy is serious. That's
right,
it.
Yeah.
Because he seems like he was trying to get with a couple others, but
at least he off the lineup now, cause
at least, yeah, right. So
he was perpetrating,
So with her though, overall, I feel like she has a lot of potential, right? She has a lot of potential to be in a good, healthy relationship. So with the guy, he comes off a bit comical, fine. He does ask some really great questions though.
Right.
He does.
Right.
So as far as the match itself, cool but question mark.
Yeah.
Cool but question
It's
mark.
a question mark again for me, man.
It is.
When it's strong, it's usually obvious. Y'all can see it too.
Yeah.
So we ain't gonna try to add no sauce when you clearly can see it's like this. Yeah. So that's how I feel. I ain't gonna add too much to it. It's just he joked around a little too much. We don't know if he's serious, and if he is, even if it's long term, he may just be trying to hook up. Who knows?
Yeah.
But in either case, I think she's at least open and willing to see where it goes.
Yeah.
So we gonna look out for that too, a follow up. But drop your comments, let us know what y'all think. What's your final thoughts, first impressions, all of that good stuff. Let us know in the comments below. MVP word, right?
Yeah. What is it?
Chocolate. He said it, so it just came to
He's on
mind.
a
He wants
diet,
some chocolate.
he wants some chocolate.
So drop it in the comments. We'll know. Y'all made it to this point in the video. Salute to everyone, and thank you. But be back for more.
That part.
We will have that for sure. Until then, your boy Gamma signing out with the lovely
Juju. Peace.